the Texans. Let's hear from DeMeco Ryans. Jubilant locker room. He was jubilant as well. He should. That is a hard place to win a ball game, particularly in that situation where the Chiefs know. They knew losing that game pretty much ended their chances of making the playoffs. It definitely ended their chances of winning the division. That's off the table for them. So now going forward, it's about finding a way and asking for help. The Texans don't have to worry about that. They control their own destiny. And thanks to the Raiders and the Cardinals being on their schedule, they got a real good shot to at least get to 10 wins. And we wouldn't have thought that was possible. The Texans, they host the Colts and they go to LA. The Texans could win 12 games. You can't really rule that out, that they could go win 12 games this year.
Yeah.
Will it be enough to make the playoffs? To win the division? The Jags don't have a tough schedule. They do play the Colts, a Colts team who apparently will be rolling out Riley Leonard the rest of the way. We'll see. Joe Flacco want to play someplace with playoff implications?
Again, this is what I forgot who had the take, but he should just be employed by the league to be the backup quarterback.
All-time quarterback.
He gets deployed to a team that needs a backup quarterback.
Yeah, the Bengals have
They're
their guy back, and they're not good.
It's like a loan. You can just loan them out.
Yeah, Joe Flacco, go get him. Hey, Bengals, trade deadlines pass. You want to cut Joe? How much? You want to make You want to one of those deals that we don't talk about? Hey, in the upcoming draft, we'll
cut you a deal.
We'll let you trade up and for less value than you should, and then you just give us Joe. Joe's familiar with Indy.
Mm-hmm.
Get it done.
Knows the offense.
Just saying. If Joe Flacco gets cut, the Bengals and Colts have made a deal that they won't talk about till later.
They should just immediately get investigated.
Yes, Pablo Torre on it. All right, but let's get back to a team who doesn't have to worry about that. I mean, the quarterback played well enough yesterday, and he's not injured, thankfully. So all good in Texans land right now. But let's hear from DeMeco Ryans in the locker room after the game as the Texans had just defeated the Chiefs.
Hey, baby. Hey, what you think about that hunt, baby? Hey, so extremely proud of you guys, man. Hey, way to come out here tonight, man. Execute and finish. Right? It was all about the finish. Right? Great first half, third quarter. Didn't look too hot, but I love the way every man in here stood up and finished. Right? Most importantly, defense, you got, way to take the football away.
Now, I'm sure there were more comments about some guys on offense, but if he just ended it there and didn't mention an offensive player, I would have been happy. Outside of giving Dare credit, maybe Nico. Hey, Dare, you were on. We put you on ice and you came in and found a way to get into the end zone.
Chris Collinsworth was talking about how you don't practice. We don't waste practice time with you.
Yeah, you're never in on goal line, so this must be new to you.
He was saying that, you scored a touchdown. Yeah. Congratulations.
Well, he may be right. He may not get a lot of goal line reps. I mean, that play didn't particularly look like a special goal line play. Just
take the ball.
Yeah, inside zone or whatever the call was. Just, hey, I'm sure he's run that play before at some point. He got in the end zone, so credit to Dare, as we said. Kind of been forgotten because when you fumble like you did and then you miss a block, was it against the Bucs where he got blown up on a play or missed a block? I forgot who it was.
I think it was the Bucs.
Everyone watching was done with him. Why is Dare in? And the Texans were like, you know what? You're right. Why is Dare in? Was that the Bucs
or was
game?
it the Jags?
Maybe it was the Jags game.
Yeah.
I can't remember, but I distinctly remember a text in the Glory Boys chat. If you don't know what that is, it's the chat that John, Raheel, and Lance and I have, where the question was asked, why is Dare playing? Dare got back in and made a big play, scored the winning touchdown as the Texans win 20-10. So want to give him credit for staying ready and finding a way to get in from 4 or 5 yards out to score that touchdown. So DeMeco Ryans very effusive in his praise. And was it on the broadcast where they talked about? I think it was where they talked about how a defensive-minded coach was going to treat the game differently than a guy like Andy Reid. And yeah, I don't think DeMeco with his defense goes for it on 4th and 1 from his own 30. Not the way that game was going. If his defense had held Patrick Mahomes to 17 yards of offense up to that point, I'm pretty sure he's punting the football. Particularly the way it wasn't just you only get 17 yards. It was pressures. It was a quarterback running for his life. It was stoning guys in the backfield. No shot. Nope. Nothing was good. I mean, the Texans at that point had one first down, and that was like on 3rd and 17. CJ avoided pressure again and made the play to Higgins. Even that play was almost dead in the water. So that's how dominant the Chiefs were. I don't think that DeMeco, if his team was as dominant as they were defensively, and hell, they turned it on in the fourth quarter. He's playing the football away.
Yeah.
That game.
Although they did go for it in the Colts game, but it's a little bit different because they're in the red zone.
Yeah,
so.
But
you're more in scoring position to
definitely
like
as opposed
in
to,
the game immediately,
as opposed to your own 30-yard line.
Yeah, because even if the Chiefs had picked up that first down, like there's still a ways to go, like you said, for them to actually get into field goal range. Never mind with the guy who already missed a field goal in Butker.
Who and nearly missed, was it another
an extra point, I think.
Was it an extra point? Or where he skimmed the
I think
it was another field goal.
I think it was both the extra point and another field goal. One was close to the right upright, one was close to the left.
He was not having a good night kicking the football, so who knows how that game would have gone if Andy Reid just simply reverted back. Forget about 2019. Andy Reid, it's 1996. You punt the football, unless your name is Barry Switzer. You punt the football from your own 30 and see what happens. Yes, that's a pull that I don't know why I remember that. The Barry Switzer against the Eagles, 4th and 1 with or maybe 4th and 2 with Mike Irvin was on the team, but it was an Emmitt Smith run. At least he ran the football. Didn't even give it to Kareem Hunt. Andy Reid. When we talk about the end of the run,
I was gonna say
your call is like Chiefs historians. We won't really remember it because
it'll get lost in the shuffle of like
we're a Texans town. We're gonna care about the Texans.
8-9, 9
yeah,
and 8.
But for people who like love the Chiefs and are going to like talk about the beginning when Patrick Mahomes came in late in the season because they're resting Alex Smith because they're already in the playoffs until the end of this year. People are gonna actually point to that play and go, "That's the moment the playoff run died."
Yeah. So basically, what eliminated them from the playoffs this year.
Yeah. Thanks, Andy. I've already thanked you, but I will continue to.
Andy Reid.
Yeah. I really haven't ever thanked them for anything because I don't really care if the Chiefs win or not unless they're playing the Eagles. I can't stand that city or that team. But
maybe I don't know. Did I have Brian Westbrook on a fantasy team at some point?
Even back then, I was rooting for the Bucks in those playoff games. So never. The only time I've ever rooted for an Andy Reid team really hard was when they were playing the Patriots as a Chief coach or an Eagles head coach. Yeah. But other than that, take him or leave him.
It's funny in the commercials.
Sure.
I like how we're talking about him like he's done. Like we'll never see him again.
I mean, they will likely be back next year.
He will likely or does he
something
leave football before football leaves him?
Game passed him by, huh?
I don't know. I didn't see a ton of amazing innovation football of like they had something that the Texans had no clue, how to stop it or they just busted a coverage. Like they had to earn every yard, which is a testament to the Texans.
Sure.
I thought there might have been some wrinkle.
Like the Kareem Hunt fake run and then he jumped out into the flat and he dropped it. That was something that fooled the Texans. I mean, it would have gone for 4 yards, but it would have been a first down. But yes, to your point, there wasn't a lot of Andy really pulled that out of his backside in that moment. Like all that pirouetting in the Super Bowl when they're running plays inside the 5-yard line against the 49ers. Didn't see really any of that. Probably a little tough when you're on like your fourth tackle. Kind of affects what you can and can't do. So I get it.
I mean, Texans are on their first offensive line.
I mean, it's multiple combinations.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
Yeah, I mean, Trent Brown wasn't supposed to be part of the equation.
Yeah.
And
a lot of this is the plan, though, which is kind of bad. But
hey, we don't talk about that.
Okay.
That was early in the year when they were losing games.
I think 4 of these guys were the plan.
Like the jokes about we're not concerned was a thing when they're under 500. And sure, I won't ever forget that he actually decided to talk to the fan in a way that suggested, "Oh, I know all." But you're 8-5.
Yeah.
We push those criticisms to the side.
C.D. Sal hasn't played in like a month.
Oh, man. I forgot about that. How the hell he ever stepped on the field. Look, I don't want to do that.
Okay. They're going to win 11 or 12 games. 11 games.
They've got a real shot to win 12 and likely 11.
Yeah, 11. I kind of think 11 at least. Like, the Raiders cannot beat you.
The
You
Cardinals
really shouldn't be losing to the Cardinals.
I mean, the Cardinals, it's possible, but you shouldn't be losing to them either.
I'm even looking at the Chargers. I mean, like, their offensive line against this front.
Well,
I don't know.
I would, before last night, I would have agreed with you that there's no shot, but the Chiefs played a guy who had never taken a snap before in a regular season game, and he was just fine. So
I guess, but I mean, they still scored 10 points.
But not because of the offensive line.
Yeah, because of the secondary, which is also amazing.
Yes,
the
true.
Texans secondary, which is also
like
awesome.
I talked about it. The Kamari Lassiter play, that would have been 13-10. I say 13-10 because I can't trust Harrison Butker, at least not last night. But that's a touchdown in his hand, Tyquan Thornton's hands, and Lassiter beat but makes the play.
Yeah, like 60 yards down the field.
Yes,
knocks it
he
out.
finds a way to get that ball out. So, yes, the Chargers will have to face.
Yeah, I don't think Ladd McConkey's making that play either. Although he was pretty good in the playoff game.
Yes. Oh, yes. We do have recent memory of what the
pretty
Texans defense.
He did all he could, but
Justin Herbert was there, so he couldn't do all he could. We do have a recent example of a Texans defense absolutely decimating a Chargers team.
That one was in NRG Stadium, though. This one,
true.
they'll have to go to SoFi and find a way to get it done.
Yeah. I mean, they'll be more distracted by the NFL Network studios being across the street than the actual Charger fans in the building.
The entire defense will be on Good Morning Football.
Is that where Good Morning Football is?
Yeah. I want to say what's up to Kyle Brandt.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to talking to MJD as opposed to Charger fans distracting them. They've already been in that stadium this year.
They have.
They were fine as far as
when the team that actually has like fans was the home team.
I'm pretty sure the season did start with a false start, or was it a holding? I forgot what it was. But I think the first offensive play was
that was almost ceremonial
to honor Laramie Tunsil.
Just it's like when a team will like line up without one guy for like respect. It's like that, just false start right off the bat.
Our fallen brother Laramie, we're gonna honor him with this. And you know what? They didn't go great in that game, but they're a much different team. In fact, now they're a winning team.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna take they're not that much different, but they're now winning games.
They score touchdowns now.
They do that. Not a lot of them, but
Two.
they do that. And I'm still considering banning offensive players until they score 3 in a game. As far as sound, I can't ban them from much, but I can ban them from sound on this show until they score 3 offensive touchdowns. I may not do that because maybe CJ said something, but I am banning Nick Caley.
Yeah. No.
There's nothing he can say
thanks.
until they score 3 touchdowns. I'm good, man. You've been saying the same stuff for the last 14 weeks or whatever it's been. Shout out to the Texans, 8-5. You've overcome remarkable odds against you to be in a spot where you don't even have to be that great down the stretch. You win 3 out of 4, you're making the playoffs. I would think so. Who's chasing you right now? You've got the 6-7 Chiefs,
6-7 Ravens,
6-7. The Ravens are chasing the Steelers. You already have the tiebreaker against the Ravens, so
true.
You likely don't have to deal with them. It's the Chiefs, the Colts, who don't have a quarterback unless that Joe Flacco thing we suggested happens.
until the loan system gets ironed out.
Yeah, like soccer. And
it's 6-7 Dolphins. Red hot 6-7
they
Dolphins.
have won a lot of games in a row against bad teams with the Bills game thrown in there as well. They do have that win.
Yeah, actually, now that I'm looking at it,
Who's chasing them down?
I think we have our 7 playoff teams in the AFC.
Unless
Maybe because the Baltimore and Steelers play another game, right?
yes, they can flip flop.
Okay, so yeah.
Although that one feels like the only spot as far as who gets in that's not settled.
Baltimore plays Patriots and Packers along with the Bengals and Steelers. So they're out.
Yeah.
I guess let's see what the Steelers play.
I mean, they have a big one for them Monday night against the suddenly red-hot Miami Dolphins.
Yeah.
And then they play the Lions
Browns
at
okay.
Detroit. The Browns now was the Titans, but Shador played pretty well. They lost that one though, and then they have a Ravens game that may be for it all. Who knows?
It's a race to. I'll be nice and say 9-8.
I think if you go 9-8, considering who's chasing you, who's outside the playoffs, unless the Colts find something with Riley Leonard or Joe Flacco, I think we know who our playoff teams are.
Yeah, Colts play Seattle this week.
forget about that. I don't really care who's playing in that one for them at quarterback.
Yeah, even with Daniel Jones, I wasn't.
Yeah, they're not winning that game.
But I've seen, I see what they did to my guy Brosmer.
Yes.
I don't know why I said my guy.
You just have an undying hate for McCarthy. He was back, and they won their game.
9 is back.
Unfortunately for the Commanders, 5 is playing. And
you wrote him off. You didn't write back.
I haven't really thought of him enough to write him off. But 5 is playing for the Commanders. It's not good. That's going poorly in year 2. He's worse than CJ was in year 2. We're crowning him. The Cliff Kingsbury second year stuff is real.